Hey there, it's me, Kathy. I went out to the farmer's market and I challenged the farmer to give me some inspiration. I asked her, Sierra, her name is, or Sarah, and I said, pick me something and then I'll figure out what to do with it. So, and by the way, the farm's name is Purpose Driven Family Farms, and you've heard of them before. I speak of them a lot. And so she gave me some Boudin sausage. And she didn't give it to me, I bought it. And so I have it cut up, so I'm not going to show it to you, but I decided to make, I had some shrimp in the freezer. So I decided to make some sausage and shrimp jambalaya. And we're going to do it, and it's going to be fun. Let's go. I had some bacon fat in my refrigerator, so I'm going to use this to give it a little extra porkiness. So we're going to melt that down, and then we're going to brown up our sausages. And then we're going to create the rest of our dish. So that'll be ready in a second. Our bacon fat is melted and our sausages are in. Our goal here is just to brown these sausages and crisp them up a little bit because we're going to add rice to this later. So they're going to be cooking for a while. So we're just going to brown them up. Okay, we're crisping up nicely. So we're going to turn them over. They smell amazing. Can't wait to finish the rest of this dish. Okay, I reduced the heat a little bit, because now we're going to cook our veggies, and we're going to remove these sausages from this pan and put them on a plate, set them aside for a little bit while we cook the veggies. We're going to leave the fat in the pan to cook our veggies in. Okay, we're ready for our veggies, and first we're going to do some chopped onion. This takes a while to cool down because it's an electric stove. And some celery. And I have some diced green peppers and a big fat jalapeno that I picked out of my garden. That's going to give it a little bit of a zip, zing, heat, whatever you want to call it. And I had some tomatoes left over from when we made our pizza on Friday. And those are going in too. So we're going to cook these down. But before we do, we're going to season them with some salt and pepper. A little bit of dried basil and a little pinch of cayenne pepper. And when these are soft, we're going to go ahead. Our vegetables are softening up, and we don't have to completely soften them because we're going to continue cooking this once we add the rice. So now it's time for a splash of garlic. You know I like a lot. And I had some roasted red peppers left over from our pizza too. And I'm going to throw those in there because that's what I do. And in just 1 minute, we're going to do the rest. Okay, we're ready for the rest of our ingredients. We are going to add in some tomato sauce. You can use diced tomatoes or pureed tomatoes if you want. All I had was sauce, so that's what's going in. About a cup. Stir that in. This dish should be made with long grain rice, but all I had was arborio, so that's what we're doing. Gonna add a little over a cup. Stir that in. We're gonna add our sausages back in. Any juices that have accumulated on the plate. Those in too. Now we're going to put in a couple of cups of chicken stock. And I'm going to increase the heat a little bit and bring that up to a simmer, and then we're going to cover it and cook it for about 30 minutes. Okay, we're going to lower the heat to medium, and we're going to cover this up, and we're going to cook it for about 30 minutes until the rice is done. And then in goes our shrimp. Okay, check this out. It is gorgeous and it smells so good. And at this point, we're going to take, this is small shrimp, so I'm not going to cook this first or anything. We're just going to add it in. And it's going to take about 7 minutes to cook. And then our jambalaya will be done. Our shrimp are fully cooked, curly and pink. And our mixture is creamy and held together, just as it should be. And it's got a nice little spice kick to it. Thanks to the sausages and to the cayenne pepper that I added and the jalapeno pepper that I added. And here is our shrimp and Boudin sausage jambalaya. Next, we're gonna serve it. We're gonna spoon some of our jambalaya into a nice, pretty little bowl. In this case, the wedinjana. And we gotta make sure we got some sausage, some shrimp, and some rice, and some veggies, and maybe a little extra shrimp on top. And this is our Boudin sausage and shrimp jambalaya. I'm now gonna garnish this with a little bit of chopped parsley from my garden, just to give it a little decorativeness. And there you have it again. Boudin sausage and shrimp jambalaya. It's gonna be so good. I wanna thank you for joining me to make some jambalaya from our Purpose-Driven Family Farms fresh Boudin sausage and our wild-caught shrimp from Mrs. Market. And here we have a bite, and I'm about to take it. You can see your sausage, you can see your shrimp, you can see your rice, and in it goes. Back in the day, we used to call something that was really, really delicious SFD, or SFG, sorry. And you can figure out what that stands for. And that's what this was. Again, beautiful, tasty, a little spicy, and thanks for joining me again. SFD works too. The D is for delicious.